Yes, under LEDs. There they have a lot more things to worry about, like, sorry?
No gravity.
No gravity. Yeah, but other air contaminants that we don't worry about. But if CO2 gets too high, it can be harmful to humans. So yeah, they do it in, of course, in a much more sophisticated scale, but fundamentally the same concepts.
What is the impact?
Well, why don't we go ahead and we'll have time later for questions, okay? Melissa?
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Manzi and I'm a second year master at Department of Horticulture here. So I'm sure you all have a general big picture about vertical farms, and now I would like to show you how we control the environments in here. So first of all, there are several we all know that there are several important factors that may influence the plant growth, right? Anyone can give a try. What things can influence the plant growth?
Carbon dioxide.
Yes, CO2 exactly.
Water.
Water, yes, definitely. And as well as light, temperature, humidity, air movement, and soil nutrient. So all these environmental factors can be monitored here, and we can also control most of the environmental factors that can potentially influence the plant growth. So they're all monitored by a control system in here with a couple of sensors, and they will record the data every 15 seconds, and they will generate this graph over here on this computer screen. So as you can see that the light in here is turned on at 5 a.m. and will be closed at 11 p.m. and we can always change the schedule if we want. The temperatures for those two rooms are set. For the first room is set at 66 Fahrenheit, and second room is 75 Fahrenheit. I'm sure you feel that when you walk through these two rooms. We recently bought a humidifier to increase the humidity a bit, especially during the dry season. For example, winter and especially now during the spring. For CO2 concentration, currently we cannot control the CO2 concentration. We can only monitor it. So, but we will definitely improve that in the future. Which means that if a group of people like them goes in and stay for a while, you can see the CO2 concentration actually bumps up, and it will go down when they come out. We have fans in both of the rooms.
You can't get them to stop breathing?
Yeah.
We have fans in both of the rooms just to increase some air movement to better growth for the plants. This system is developed by a company called Osram, which is a lighting company, for research purposes. We currently have 2 rooms, as you can see, and 8 racks in total. On each rack, we have 3 canopies, which is basically 3 layers. And within each layer, we have 3 LED modules. And those modules are all connected to the computer software on this computer. Within each module, we have several channels that represent different colors of lights. As you can see over here, these are different channels. And I can briefly show you how I changed the light on the first rack over here on your left hand, since we also have experiments going on the other 3 racks. So you can either input the light intensity you want in here, or just drag the bars to wherever you want. So how about we try the blue light first? So this is the blue light. I don't want it to be too bright because your eyes might feel uncomfortable. And we can also try some red light. We can also mix all different colors of lights together. For example, here we can add some blue over here, and plants can look very purplish under those colors. But one thing for that is, especially during the commercial production, is you cannot see whether the plant or the medium soil is dry or not, or whether there are any disease on the plants. You cannot see that under those purplish lights. So usually they will add some green light to make it more white, so that you can actually see the color of the plants, and it's more easier for people to access the plant situation. Yeah. Any questions?
Do you control every individual light or just a level?
What do you mean by level?
The one row?
Oh, you mean one canopy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we only control each canopy.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. What determined the time frame? You went from 5 till
11 p.m.
and why did you pick that frame?
So usually we do, for example, lettuce for from 16 to 20 hours photo period. And for ornamentals, we can do from 16 to 18 photo period. And that's usually the time that we pick for when the photo period start. And it's usually like from 5 to 11 or from 6 to 12.
Okay. So plants are actually designed to survive way up north, like an Alaska growing season where they don't get any sun most of the year, but when they finally get sun, it's a long day, and they're designed to take advantage of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Under this closed controlled system, you mentioned some disease and so forth. What kinds of issues or problems are you seeing with this system?
So we can grow either under hydroponics or in the medium. So if you use medium, sometimes you can find there are fungus net flying around.
Yeah.
And that's one of the, not a very good thing for the plants. And for the hydroponics, currently we didn't experience any disease in here, but sometimes you can find, for example, if you change the light intensity too high, the light is too bright, there might be some tip burns on the lettuce.
So if you have fungus gnat, it's usually too wet a soil, correct?
That could be one of the reasons.
And your IPM, what would it be? Would it be different from a normal IPM?
Yeah, so we're not going to use pest control. We've not had issues. What we think is that they're probably fungus gnat larvae that come in the soil.
Okay.
So it's something that we can't control. And
Got it.
there.
But
So
there's a cycle there, right? You got to get rid of them one way.
Yeah, so what we'll do is when the harvest is over, when the plant data has been collected, we'll then take everything out, and if there's nothing to feed on, the fungus gnats will just die.
Okay.
And it's just a few in there. They're just tiny. They're relatively harmless, but if you have a high population, they can damage the roots.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Did you show the lighting?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope you enjoy the tour here.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I was going to ask a question about the space station, and I don't know if you're familiar with that. But
Space station.
they grow their plants somewhat like this, but they have to deal with microgravity. Do you
In the
have you read
space?
anything about it? Do you know how microgravity affects plant growth?
For that part, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No problem. Just thought I'd ask.
All right. So that's it, huh?
Yeah.